So this guy had just recently moved into a new apartment located in Boston. He had a decent job and things were going reasonably well. But then one day he wakes up to discover a note has been left on his desk reminding him of a few things he needed to get done. Thing is, the handwriting wasn't his and he hadn't told a single person about those errands. And while he was creeped out at the time, he tried to just chalk it up as something he had done in his sleep. That is until 4 days later, he gets another note stuck to the back of a chair reminding him to save his documents. So at this point, he's officially freaking out. He gets himself a webcam, places it on a shelf facing directly towards his desk, and sets it to record when any motion is detected. Now, over the course of the next 8 days, everything seemed to go back to normal. There were no strange occurrences, no signs of any break-ins, and no weird notes. But then, on that 9th day, there is yet another note. This one a little more cryptic, stating our landlord isn't letting me talk to you, but it's important we do. So he rushes on over to his computer and tries to pull up that footage where he came to a horrifying realization. The files had been deleted and the recycling bin on his computer had been cleared. Just a few days later, he wakes up, gets ready for work, and as he's walking out of his apartment, he notices there is one blank Post-it note on the outside of his door. So he takes it off, crinkles it up, and as he's walking down the hallway, he sees there are Post-it notes of varying different colors on many other doors inside the complex. And as he's sitting there perplexed by this, he remembered one thing. His landlord had actually given him a handwritten letter upon moving in. So he walks back in, digs it out, and when he compared the handwriting to that of the notes that had been left inside of his apartment, they are nearly identical. So he gets on Reddit and goes to a sub called r/legal advice, where he would post the entire story under his username rbradbury1920. And it was at this point people from all over the world began speculating on what was really going on. Many people suggest sleepwalking, while others suggest gang stalking, even going as far as to say he is being spied on by the US government. But what happened next would make this story one of the most infamous Reddit threads of all time. Another Redditor from across the country started digging through Bradbury's profile, uncovering 2 since-removed posts asking for help on how to fit a bed and a desk in a small bedroom with no window. So he heads right back over to the main thread where he's like, dude, I don't think you're getting enough oxygen. Do you have a carbon monoxide tester? If not, I suggest getting one. So Bradbury does, and lo and behold, the thing read 100 parts per million, the legal limit of which over an 8-hour period is only 50. Now, while this may not seem like a lot, what you need to know is that once carbon monoxide enters your bloodstream, it takes a considerable amount of time for it to dissipate. So even if you're out of the house for the workday, much of it is still there by the time you get back home. It then stacks and stacks, becoming more deadly the longer it goes undetected. Fun fact, it can also cause you to hallucinate, which is what caused OP to have all these episodes.